Hey, what's up guys? Goes for this time I'm back with a cosplay video. I wanted to show you guys some of my armor that I made and some of the stuff I've been working on. So here's the first thing. Remember this gun from my video probably where I, created a Halo ODST cosplay. This is all my armor in there and everything. But what I really wanted to do is I'm repainting my armor to be black and red, and I really found this really cool way to actually make it look really worn and bloody. So here is my chest plate here. It used to be green, and as you see, it looks bloody. It looks wet. It looks wet and bloody. And of course, it's not done yet. But the whole effect from it, actually, if I get this off here, it's been leaking because it's AutoZone paint, and it's supposed to be for chrome metal, but I ended up using it on my foam armor. Let's get that off of there. So as you can see, it's fully coated. Looks like there's just a lot of blood or wear and tear on it. In all honesty, I really like how it turned out and everything, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's really shiny. It looks like I was through a war zone or whatever. I'm actually gonna be making more of these videos on my cosplay stuff, but this is the first one, and how I did it was, so I'm gonna show you it. One sec. So first thing I did was get some primer, just some Rust-Oleum primer. Got off at Amazon. It was fairly cheap. The next thing that I did was actually paint it silver. This was a automotive metallic silver. As you can see, I used it a lot because it's really shiny. This stuff is amazing. It may help me make most of my armor more lifelike, because before I used brushes and stuff, and that didn't turn out very well. But then I used this gloss black here, which was kind of cheap, and that was a good thing because without it being cheap, it wouldn't have worn like it did. So this is actually a very cheap paint, but it works. And it basically, how I did it was, I put this one on, let it dry for about 2 hours. Then I put this one on 30 minutes after I put this one on. When it wasn't dry all the way, I put on this metal cast stuff. This stuff really made it since it's kind of like lacquer, it has water in it. It kind of made it to where the black, it kind of made the black fall off of it a little bit, like you see over there on it. But the whole thing with that is the fact that this is actually supposed to use on silver. If you see here, it says one-step color effect over chrome and bright metal, which, I thought it was red, so I was just like, hey, it looks like blood, so let me see what happens if I just spray it all over. And it turned out really well. I'm probably going to go over it with a few other things, but the whole color scheme of it was this right here, and I'm gonna redo these whole arm things, make them a lot better. Just make them a lot better, to be honest. They look kind of mid, to be honest, right now. Also, I just realized I'm filming in landscape mode, or portrait mode, so that's kind of interesting. I just tossed that away. But I was working on a Master Chief armor as well, so this was my Master Chief armor that I was working on. It was it turned out all right. I mean, it looks all right. The paint kind of comes up because it's very grainy paint, and I kind of not gonna do that anymore. It's too hard because this stuff, 3D printing is very weird, and especially the chest plate that I was trying to do for mine just ended up not working. So I'm just gonna use helmets, 3D printing and stuff, and then use foam, because foam's more maneuverable. You can actually move this and move it around, so you can on here. Because this used to be green, and the only thing I need to do is actually get this whole guy out and sand this guy out in here. But besides that, I think this guy's kind of finished. But one thing I'm going to do before I end this video is I'm going to go ahead and take off the rest of it and show you guys the rest of the details on it. So yeah, be right back. So if you don't catch what I'm doing here, all I'm doing is basically getting this tape off of here, and it makes it look really worn. Surprisingly, this wasn't actually that was just me kind of covering it off, so I see if I could mask it, and it ended up just making it to where it came up like that, and I really like how it turned out. But all I did here was just basically get tape and just put it on here, and then paint over it, and I'm just peeling that up off of the surface and making it to where there's little gashes and cuts and everything, and it just makes it look more weather affected and stuff like that. Yeah, it's literally just painter's tape is all it is. I just put underneath of here, and yeah, I think that turned out really well. I'm probably gonna paint this up here somewhat and kind of make it, you know, more worn and everything. But overall, it's really smooth. It's really smooth. It's a lot of paint, so that's probably why, but it's really smooth and really good. I'm also going to go ahead and post more of this on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me there, I'll have the link below. And I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you.